Yo, what's going on, world? Name's Raheem Flowers. And honestly, I've just been doing some heavy introspection. And what prompted me to even think about this subject even more was the whole feud between Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma. And what initially started it off was these subliminal messages. You know, honestly, I think a lack of communication is easily one of the biggest problems that we have in society. All this political correct shit. If you've ever seen that episode or that season rather of South Park and the PC principal and you notice how he was acting and you just if you know anything about political correctness, it's about speaking in code so you don't offend anybody. It's said to be about politeness and being more formal and all that when you speak. But honestly, I believe it makes it harder to get to a point of mutual understanding with one another when you have to stifle how somebody speaks because you fear the prospect of obscenity or what you deem as an insult and being offensive. And that's the problem. People need to learn how to grow a pair because when it's time for any warfare, when it's time for any confrontation, you're not gonna know what to do because if simple words get to you, I can't imagine what war would get, how you would feel if a war was to transpire, or if just a fist fight, or even dealing and finding ways to excuse me, conquer your adversities. You know? Another thing that I want to talk about though, and this is the main thesis of the video. It's about people, niggas, Negroes, who like to go on and self-incriminate themselves while simultaneously saying no snitching.
We mobbing, nigga. Alright, where the fuck Freddie Gibbs at, nigga? That's how we do it. Buy love, nigga. Buy love, nigga. Buy love.
Where the fuck Freddie Gibbs at, nigga? We mobbing, nigga.
Hold on, I got you. Nigga, we 1,000 deep, bitch. Hey, fuck Freddie Gibbs, bitch.
Just stop us, no nothing. It don't matter, no nothing.
What's up?
Nigga, you know what it is, nigga. We coming for you, nigga.
What's up, nigga?
Buy love. Buy love. Buy love. Buy love. Buy love. Buy love. Buy love.
While also saying at the same breath, Black Lives Matter. A lot of double talking. This is why nobody takes people in the black community seriously. Too many double talk, too many double agents. I mean, just think about it. You can't go. There hasn't been one consistent movement in this whole era. I understand that the baby boomers dropped the iron ball and are not going to admit to their failures. I've even seen pictures of them with Donald Trump just lining up and being on some, yes, Mr. Bossman Trump shit. You know, bunch of Sambo ass Negroes. In addition, you gotta understand this too. No matter how much black folks say they're not ghetto, and even if you're not ghetto, you don't exude that behavior, and you're not even remotely a part of that environment. Even if you go on and you are a productive member of society, you have a good moral character, You're a very intelligent individual with a bright future, and you do everything in your power to, penetrate that stereotype. You break those barriers. You have to understand this. Not only do you have to separate yourself unapologetically from the nigga archetype, you have to be able to call them out on their shit. I understand that these Negroes have fragile egos because they were raised by weak women, but goddamn. And you're not doing this for the sake of white people. Fuck no. You're doing this so you can build a better foundation for the next generation. Because you should never let nobody misrepresent you. You can talk all pious. You can get on your high horse all you want by saying, oh, well, I'm not like Vontae and Jaquan, so I don't even know why you're even bringing this up to me. Because guess what? The cops will see you just as another nigga. White people, those upper echelon white people, will see you as just another nigga. Whenever you want to make any establishment, you are just another nigga in this world. And part of that, yes, has to do with the fact that this archetype of Negro still exists. What is called white supremacy. White supremacy does hold a major contribution, but it's a lot of personal choices involved too, which is why I said the whole double agent thing earlier. And my homie brought up a very interesting point. He told me, he said that a lot of people, our predecessors, those are the same individuals who never got to achieve their dreams, who never got to achieve their goals. So they just became bitter towards their successor, their younger kin. Which is why you see so many black people become so bitter, because you have so many black people who do not become successful. A lot of it has to do with their environment, but a lot of it has to do with the lack of drive, their own individual capacity. A choice that they want to make. When people choose to stay ignorant, you're going to deserve everything that comes to you. That's all I have to say. I will not feel bad for no adults. I cannot feel bad for a single mother.
There is a study that came out. I don't think it was really any surprise, unfortunately. It was in the Psychology and Social Personality Bulletin, and it talks about first date behavior. And apparently, men on first dates, if you're kind to them, they like that. Okay.
Do they like it when you eat fried food at the fair?
Not so
a lot
much,
of guys would.
Not so much for women, though. We don't like kindness.
No, we don't.
What is that about us? We kind of like you to be a little bit...
A bad boy.
Yes.
I don't understand that either. I mean, as I grew up a little bit, I mean, my husband, I wouldn't say he's a bad boy. I mean, he has enough of that. But I agree with that. We are so like... We think that the bad boy is going to protect us if we get into trouble or whatever it is, and yeah, we don't like the nice guy.
There's something alluring to that.
I have a theory about this, and this is like if you read about literary trends and like what happens. So in romance novels, there's a formula that they follow. They all follow it. So if you've read them, this will be familiar to you. So it's the heroine, the woman. And she meets the guy, and he's brooding, and he's dark, and he's mysterious, and he's closed off to women until she comes along, and she has like the magic whatever to like
magic key,
unlock him and make him this
nice, caring, compassionate.
Nice,
yes. Okay,
it's like she has to take
down
him.
And
She's
pulls it out of him.
Yes, she's the exception to the rule, and I wonder if, as women as a whole, if that's
is
what
he
we
unemployed?
Look for.
Do we got bounce that booty breath? What's the problem?
No, he's a doctor, athletic build, and he smells amazing.
So what's the motherfucking problem?
I need more.
Does he have tattoos?
No, he does not. Oh my gosh, that is why I am so guarded.
Always kicking something.
Candy, who the hell are you texting?
Right now, I'm texting Anthony, Antoine, Brandon, Justin. Oh, the
second Justin just hit me. Hey, Justin.
Do you plan on being physically and or romantically involved with any of them?
Oh, no. No. You know, I really just like the attention. Like, have you ever noticed that guys you sleep with forget to send you morning texts?
Yeah.
You know who doesn't? My friend's own friend.
Give me your phone.
No.
Did you know 9 out of 10 lonely bitches die alone?
Oh, give it to him. Let's give it to him.
All you bitches got something in common. You gonna die the fuck alone.
With these do-nothing, thug-ass niggas who they know is gonna dog them, who they know is gonna bust their nut in another girl's pussy, who they know they're gonna end up putting on child support, and then their child is gonna end up being very resentful and hostile and more likely join a gang. And think about it. Even what happened here in Chicago, where that chick out west got killed, bumping music, and then she got killed in her car. And even I think another child was injured or something like that. This happened on the west side, out west in Chicago. And people always talking about the violence needs to stop. When is all the killing and the shooting gonna stop? When are you gonna stop procreating with these do-nothing thug-ass niggas who you've somehow believe is synonymous with what is called an alpha male? I mean, when are you gonna decide to start being on contraceptives, taking stuff like the Depo-Provera, taking stuff like those patches or the B pill? When are you gonna be more sexually responsible and have more discipline in that regard, sexually? And as for these dudes, it's like, you can't sitting out here talking about, man, these bitches ain't shit, man. I don't trust these hoes. And then here comes that double talk. Where the hoes at, bruh? Bruh, where the hoes at though? I need to get my dick sucked, man. I need to find some hoes in my number. I've heard it. And, you know, as a black man, you can't say nothing about black folks, because you're going to be called a coon, self-hater, you hate black women, sexist by black women. You say something about black men critically as a black man, you're going to be called a coon. Some may misuse the word simp. Just like if you say something about Jews, you're going to be called anti-Semitic, or Muslims, you're going to be called Islamophobic, or gays, you're going to be called homophobic, or if you say something about white people in a critical manner, they're going to say that you're being anti-racist, and anti-racism is just another slogan and euphemism for anti-white. It's just a fucked up paradigm. That's what I'm saying. So, this is the box, this is the spear, the prism that has been built. Because, and more specifically to black folks right now, because it's a lack of communication. A lot of it has to do with cultural Marxism. A lot of it has to do with this foolish pride in the no snitching and